Okay, hey, this is Razor's Edge, and this is Razor. I'm going to turn this into... The devs finally acknowledged what I've been saying all along. Don't use previous saves in early access. Makes sense. So, what I'm going to do is... I'm not going to do this every patch. It just depends on what content is, or what bugs have been addressed. We're going to reference what was fixed. We're going to test it out. And we're also going to go back and test the bugs that I've reported that have not showed up in the patches, the patch notes, and see if they're still breaking the game. So this is more informative. This is still the #1 hit on my YouTube site. So I want to keep people informed on that are looking to buy this game. Several people have told me they're waiting and don't want to buy the game until the bugs are fixed, and that's fine. Early access is not for everyone, but that's all I support is early access indie developers. So, and no, I'm not doing this for the publishers. I don't even think they like me. I'm doing this for the developers because the developers are busting their butts patching this game every day. So whether they watch it or not, like, great. If they don't, they don't. At least the viewers that are coming to my page and wondering, is this game ready to be bought? That's what I'm here for. So we're going to do these. We're going to do them step by step, methodically. I'm not going to try to get married. I'm not going to try to run for office. I'm not doing anything but bugs. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do gameplay till we get to a point we can test each of the bugs. That would include the trade routes. That would include some of the other features that I've found that don't work. And that's where we're going to get started. So I'm going to pull all this garbage off the screen. And we're going to get started. If this video is useful to you, please click subscribe. I'd appreciate it. That's how we get more attention to indie developers and early access, is having more viewers. And hit like on the videos. I appreciate it, and the feedback is always welcome. Please keep it constructive, not negative. So, in either on the forums or on the YouTube page. This is purely a non-biased early access view of someone who bought the game. So having said that, let's dive in. So bug #1, alt-tabbing out of the game. Stop my production. I am standing here, right there. Nothing but running in place. So he was currently gathering plants for this is a herbalist. He's on his way up to the spot where they actually gather. So now, in order to get him to start back up, I gotta send him back home and cancel that. I'm gonna try just canceling that and see if he'll pick it up. No, he will not. So we're gonna have to break that and send him back home. Nothing but work. And while he's running, let's go back to the house. I want to test another bug. No, not you. Alright, so I have the shop set up. I actually conveniently set it up right next to the market because I plan on selling everything from the storefront, so it's pretty convenient. Alright, so this is something that has annoyed me from the very beginning. And that is trade routes. Now, I can't do that till I gain a level. But I want to show you something with storage management. This is something we're going to test. And a lot of these options, when I've clicked on them, have not worked. I'm not sure what the function of them is or what the problem is, but I do see some now highlighted boxes where we only saw this one before. So I will get to the next level. Which is the Apocryphy 1, and hopefully that addresses that. But that box right there, that is a game crasher. So I'm going to save my game, And that it doesn't matter if you have a transporter or you don't have a transporter, and it is repeatable. I can do it every single time. So I'm going to go ahead and save my game. And I did start a new save just for this patch today. And we're going to click on that. So, let's go back into here. And I'm going to click on this. Now, this is probably some type of a loop that hasn't been addressed. Some checksum or some logic that's built into the code that's just not making any checks. So, if you see a black screen and just hear me talking, you know where I'm at. Yep, staring at a blank screen. So here we go. Clicking. Fixed. That has been fixed. That used to break the game. Maybe they do read some of my posts. Alright, kudos devs. No longer CTDing when I try to create, and I have no idea. That's a destination icon. A lot of these haven't worked. But I'm assuming it's because maybe I need the transport, and hopefully we get that soon. In this video. So I'm doing everything on high speed so I can get that level up, and I do have the level 1 progressing. So I will keep you updated. Pausing. Okay, as you'll notice, he never even made it when I alt-tabbed, so he came back with nothing. So we're gonna go ahead. I've only got 16 flowers. We can make some stuff here, so I'm gonna do that and we'll get leveled up. Just so you haven't seen that before. And I have never had any issues making these. I've actually made quite a good profit here selling these, both with my
that won't take long.
They automatically stopped. Why? Oh, because I need milk. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so once we get some more money, we will
that won't take long.
We will get some hires, because I can't have some employees at this level, and we'll check the bugs that we saw in those as well. So we'll just keep going here. Okay, he brought back one load, and then now the progress button is not going up. So I'm gonna go see just what's in his inventory, and the only way to do that is to bring him back to the shop. So he stopped for whatever reason. Not sure. Let's speed up time. Get him back in here. Okay. We'll slow it back down. Alright, so he brought nothing. And he should automatically dump those in. I still have 20 of 20, so he didn't gather anything. But we can go ahead and make milk. So just to read through the patch notes, it said continued improvement on storage keeper AI. And I'm assuming what they're... I've never been high enough level because I've always had to restart. But I've never seen them not buy supplies from my front store on any of the classes that I've played that have had this setup. So I don't really know what's going on there. Camera speed controls were enabled in the options menu, and I did tweak those a little bit. I've never really had a problem with them. I noticed more and more dialogue boxes are populated. Associated sounds to buildings will only play once instead of double clicking. So let's try that right now. If that's what they're talking about. I don't see it. Unless there was here. I don't know. I never noticed, so that wasn't something that ever bothered me. The only other feature on here is the volume of the building sounds have been reduced by 30%. Again, not something... I mean, it does sound a little lower, I guess. Again, never really paid attention to that. But we can go ahead and make milk, and we can do that now. And I'll pause here while he's doing that, and we'll pick it back up. Actually, I can just go high speed. I do see my level going up. Everything's progressing fine here. Both these are rising. But I'm going to test sending him back out. See if he stops again. And I didn't do anything. I literally sat here and on high speed and watched. And he just made a trip, dumped off a load, and stopped. So we'll test that again. Till we can no longer make any. This should be the last one. Then we should be able to go ahead and make 10 of these. Oh, no. We need more of these. So let's go ahead and let's test this theory out. There he goes. So he's off to go collect. And we should see. That's what we should continue to see. I'm going to keep this running just so you don't think that I've alt-tabbed or done anything. But this is something that I've had to reset every single time. With all of my workers. And you can see that it's usually a pathing. Now, he was still at the site gathering, but he wasn't doing anything. So we should suddenly see a batch appear here, and he should take off again. TikTok. Oh, come on. I know you only got 2 slots. You gotta be full by now. Alright. So, it still shows him gathering. But nope. Let's see if we see a progress. Because he did disappear. Okay, he just stopped. He just literally stopped. Okay, so not sure why, but we're gonna have to bring him back to the building again. So let's click on him.
Nothing but work.
And I guess I can click on here. Yeah, you can see there's nothing in his inventory. So he's not doing anything. You don't see any progress there. So that is still broken. So I'll have to actually bring him back to the house.
Stop clicking me!
Click on that. And as you can see, he dropped nothing off because he didn't have anything. But now we can make this. So we're going to do that. And just to show you the storefront, I can put one in there. And it does so. So I'm really glad they posted the new starts. That's just something you always want to do. And I've honestly tried to do 3 more videos and ran into these issues, and I just got frustrated and it just kept playing, but I'm not going to record it. But I finally decided, you know what? Either the publishers are going to ban me from posting the videos up, so or pay attention to the bugs that I've been reporting. So I don't know which. So we should be able to collect that. We'll go ahead and put those in there. And we'll go ahead and send him back out. Let's see. Probably should collect some of these. The white flowers. Yeah. So in order to do that, we're going to have to go over to our other building. I have some in there. So we can send him over and buy them. I thought I always had an option to do that, to farm either or. I know you can in the other building. So let's go over there. The other house is right here. So let's click on him. Let's send him. Let's send him over here. Alright. Yeah, so we have some in our inventory. So we don't really need to send him out. And eventually, and you can't hire anybody in here, so I'd actually have to have him working here and rely on my workers to do this function over here, the other piece of this. So I really need that to work. Alright, so he now has quite a few. So we're going to send him out for some wild rose. And off he goes again. And to test this theory, we're just going to run this one more time just to show you it is repeatable. We have 10 of 20. Just keep your eye on that. I mean, he is gaining skill. I know he's doing something.
Nothing but work.
Let's look and see what's in his inventory. So he's got him in there. He should make a trip.
Potatoes? What are potatoes? Are they edible? I'd like to know, as I'm very hungry.
Now, if it's the fact that I don't have
Yes,
this
sir.
set to affinity, so he just took off. We'll try that as well. An infinity. Let's check his inventory.
Stop clicking me!
Yeah, he's not gathering anything. So I'm gonna bring him back. And we're going to change that to an infinity. I thought you could do it here, but there you go. Okay. And we'll select that. He is back. So we'll test that theory. Maybe that's a function there. We can hire an employee, so let's go ahead and do that. And we'll start making some more of the wine. Or the endurance potions. Let's go here. Let's just make him infinity on that job. Actually, let's hire a couple employees. That way we'll have 2 running here. And I'm going to have him gather an infinity supply of those. Alright, so Razor's still picking here. Let's see what's in his inventory. We did have him on infinity, so... clear those boxes off. Let's see what's in his inventory.
Nothing but work.
Alright, he's just kind of stopped right there. So I'm not sure what he's doing at this point. But not a lot, so we're going to take him back to the house. We're going to have him gather flowers. I mean, because this is really what we want to be able to do. Because I don't want to buy anything. Let's click on there, see if he is in fact back yet. No. We're going to set that to infinity as well. We got to get rid of this junk, so... He did bring the one back. So let's take these. Let me clean this storefront out. Because I only have 2 slots. I think I can go ahead and upgrade him. Somewhere in here. I don't remember where that is. Oh well. We'll mess with that later. I'm gonna pause here. I'm gonna get all this store cleaned out, and we'll have him fill it till it's full. Alright, so I found another issue. If I collect, and that might be an inventory slot. Yeah, they were full. That's not a bug. So we need some of the milk, so let's select that. Yeah, alright. So some of these are going to be inventory slots full, so you want to keep an eye on that. So those are still selling off, so... And we'll trade him up. We can actually have her start making these again. I thought I had selected her for... Maybe not. Now, why can't she make those? Alright. E. Okay. Oh, inventory slot. Which is kind of weird because there was none in there. It's the same item. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I'm going at high speed, so if you catch anything, that's fine. And we'll take Razor back to the house. Let's go over here. I think we have enough slots to clear him some. Alright. Go gather as many as you can. Thank you kindly. Let's see how we're doing here. Alright, I don't see this person collecting any... It's kind of... They've halted, and I don't know if it's because at one point the inventory was full, so maybe we just select them again. And I can't restart them, so... Again, I'm gonna have to bring them back to the house. Get them back in here. No, it's not letting me. And there is inventory slots, so I'm not sure what the problem is there. Okay. Obviously there's an inventory count issue because we've got plenty of room. Yeah, I can't put anything in that. I can't drop it. Let's set it to infinity. No. I did bring them into the house. Obviously, or he wouldn't show up. Alright, so let's click on here. Alright, so now it populated. They're sleeping, so of course production's gonna halt. Except for Razor, he never sleeps. Okay, so some of this appears to be working, but it's a little buggy. Let's go back over to the house. Let's see if Razor's actually doing anything. He is set to infinity, but he has stopped collecting. And there are slots, so let's take a look at his inventory.
Nothing but work.
Nothing. Okay. So, I mean, these are two of the main mechanics. They're just must-haves to automate your shops. Otherwise, you're just gonna drive yourself crazy micromanaging way too much. So, hopefully you guys find this useful. I'm not gonna keep going. As far as I'm concerned, if you've not purchased the game, I would wait for more patches, especially if you don't want to start over with every patch. Let's see what happens when they wake up. Oh, they did pick up here. He's got... Okay, he needs milk. So let's see if he picks up production as soon as she cranks out of milk. I don't know why I went back to slow. Did I do that? He did. Okay. Alright, so some of it's working, but they definitely are halting for whatever reason. What's that say? Had to stop work. Yeah. It does give you a message that they stopped. It doesn't tell you why. Usually when I go investigate, it's because either there's a slot full or there's not. Because even if it shows 0 of 1, it counts as a slot, apparently. So he's making those as fast as those produce, and that's what I really want to see, so that I can keep that full. Now, hopefully they automate that, because you're supposed to be able to set up storage rules. Those are still not functioning. I can't set up the front store. The sliders are not working. If they're working in your game, feel free to comment. I don't really care. But they are not working on mine. I mean, that's a slider. I should be able to slide that. That should give me some type of a value as far as what they're going to do and what they're not. There is no tutorial past the first 2-3 crafting items. So, anyway, that's where I'm at right now. I'm still testing every patch. I bought this game. Hopefully the devs don't ban my videos, because they're both for people who have bought this game on Steam and people on my YouTube channel. And literally I'm getting views every day, and they want to know what the progress is, and more comments. So if you want to keep up to date on what's working and what's not, if you haven't purchased it, just click subscribe and follow the updates, or just visit the page. I don't care which. But I'm going to keep doing these and keep track of this game. Again, usually I'm not going to do them if there's just 4 fixes like that. There's not really a whole lot to test there, but when they get more, I know they're putting them out pretty quick, which is going to frustrate people even more that have this game, not bundling. But you know, I know they're trying to fix this game as quick as possible, and I can appreciate that, especially with all the feedback and mixed reviews on the forums. I don't really blame you. So anyway, this is Razor from Razor's Edge, playing my all-time favorite game, the Guild series. And that's going to be it for this video. So until next time, I'll see you when I see you.